Good.
Great.
How are you?
Zan, it looks like you're enjoying some nice weather outside.
I am.
I love it. So, Camm, I'll start with you. So last night, well, not last night, this week you sung Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. I mean, talk to us about selecting that song and how that came about. I mean, you blew us away, literally.
Wow.
It was very soulful. I loved it.
Thank you so much. That is a song that is very near and dear to my heart. I think there's probably, anytime you come to a live show of mine, a gig of mine, that song will be on the lineup. And so it just seemed really timely, especially with Bill Withers' unfortunate passing. It meant a lot to me to be able to use this huge platform that The Voice has provided and dedicate something to him, because he is such an influence on my career with Ain't No Sunshine, Grandma's Hands, Lovely Day. Like his music is definitely woven into my style and my artistry. And so to be able to take that moment and honor him was really big for me.
You definitely honored him. Zan, talk to us about Blowing in the Wind. I mean, we were literally blowing in the wind from your song. John said everything felt intentional and purposeful. Talk to us about that song, and I loved your little setup. I need to know about that too. Talk to us about your songs this week.
I've never performed that song before, oddly enough, and I was listening to it and just all of a sudden had like an idea of what it could be, and so I actually created my own track, which is what I sang to for the show, and John really liked it and was like, go for it. But the song ended up becoming very personal for me because the lyrics are literally about like, at the time it was representative of slavery. But I feel like today there's so many people who are like marginalized, and I thought it was such a beautiful song to get to sing. And it's saying like the answer's right in front of your face. It's blowing in the wind. Like it's right in front of us.
Right.
We love everybody. And I got to perform it in my tiny house, which I love. And that was also cool to get to perform it in there because people are really interested in my home. So
Yes.
to like show everybody like, here I am. Yeah,
It's beautiful.
Thank
It's beautiful. Camm, are people lining up in South Carolina at the house to like hear you perform live? They don't have to watch you on TV now. They could just come and like just park outside and like listen to you.
Well, luckily, I think everyone's trying to be a little respectful of the COVID situation right now. But I will say, I think it's been like every week now, pretty much consecutively since my blind audition, that my local news has had me on as a Skype guest. And whenever I have to go out, with my mask on to go grab groceries or something, there's someone who has either seen me on the show or seen me on the news that wants to come up and speak or have their picture taken. And it's really crazy to think that that's the position I'm in my life right now, where people are excited just to even see me. But I'm so very grateful for it. It's kind of bigger than anything I could have imagined.
I love that. How are you guys approaching next week's Fan Week? Do you guys have anything specific or special that you have in mind that you're performing that you want to share with us a little bit? I'll go with you, Zan. What are you thinking about for next week?
I have something specific in mind. And I think that it will connect well with a lot of my fans, actually, like maybe the age range. But I think it'll be different from what people have heard me do before and will expect me to have done. And I'm really excited to see what everyone thinks about it.
I love it. What about you, Camm? Anything special?
Yeah, next week I get to dedicate this song to a very specific fan, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity. And like Zan, it's different. It's different than anything I've really done so far on the show, and it's a little outside of the box. But I think the people who are fans of mine will notice. Even on the show so far, I've done R&B, I've done pop, I've done blues. I keep trying to bring a little something different and a little something extra every time. And so I really hope that people appreciate the kind of different nature of this performance.
How has John been supportive of you guys through this transition of going from stage to now performing in your homes? How has he been helpful? Cam, I'll go with you first.
John has been really incredible. I think it says a lot about him, how much effort and time he really puts into making sure he's doing a good job of coaching.
Mhm.
He gives such great advice about artistry and about musicianship, and even just vocal arrangements. And we were talking earlier, and someone had asked us how much time goes into a rehearsal with John, and really he just works until he makes sure that it's where it needs to be at. And so working with John has really been quite the experience, because I've already been such a huge fan of his, but to know and to get to see firsthand how much love and passion he puts into working into music is very, very great.
What about you, Zan? How has John been supportive?
I really appreciate the conversations we've had in our coaching sessions, because we've had a lot of conversations that have gone off on tangents that are not necessarily related to the song that I'm rehearsing, but they're beneficial to my life and my career. And that has been the part that has been really cool for me, is getting to like talk with him about songwriting or different, like Camm was saying, different levels of your artistry. Yeah.
And you guys, how do you all select the songs like that we see the fans and the viewers each week? How does that process work, Cam?
Yeah, so it's a pretty cool process of the show trying to give us the space to suggest songs that we feel comfortable with and reflect not only who we are, in the context of the show, but who we are, who we're wanting to be after the show. And I really appreciate that, because I really want to have longevity in this field and in this career. And I think the best way to do that is to be honest about, what kind of music I'll be creating. And so that's the mindset. I think that's the direction we take when we're choosing a song, is we get to come from a place that's true to us, and then the show kind of helps us from there.
Zan, what about you?
Yeah, with choosing the songs, I've compiled lists and lists of song options, which has been kind of a challenge for me, because I don't really do covers in my day-to-day music life. I do original music. So, I've picked out song ideas, and then we send it off to John, and sometimes he says no, and sometimes he says yes.
I love it. Thank you guys so much for talking to us. And quickly, before you all leave, do you want to say anything to moms out there, your moms in particular, for Mother's Day this weekend?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Thank you to every mom, and to my mom specifically. You guys sacrifice more than I think people acknowledge. And you're the real superheroes of the world. So we love you.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes, happy birthday to all the moms, and happy Mother's Day and Nurses Week to my mom, who is making sure we're safe and we're being smart. Thank you so much, Mom.
Thank you guys so much, and we'll be tuning in next week. So I know you all will knock us out again. Thank y'all.
Thanks.
Bye.
Oh, where is the buzz you said was mine?
Where is the buzz?
Woo!